had a great Saturday. It is Saturday. Short video today. It was a busy day. Not like a bit farm busy day. Just stuff going on. There was a board and train in Richville that had a Santa for dogs, and so I took Moxie down there to get pictures. So that took some time. Then went out to lunch with family. Then came home, saw David for a bit, and then we went to the movies and saw Spider-Man: No Way Home. Loved it. I have not been a big fan of the most recent Spider-Man. Nothing against Tom Holland. I just haven't been a fan of what they've done to Spider-Man. But this movie really healed my heart, and may not be a big deal for some of you, but I really like the superheroes. I really liked. I've always been a fan of Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is my favorite one, and anyway, that doesn't matter. I really enjoyed it, so I was pleasantly surprised. And yesterday, I don't know if you can hear her. Come here. Not you. David and I. Oh, hi. This is maybe our new addition. Sorry. All right. A neighbor found her in his yard, and he can't keep her because of his landlord. And so we had on Facebook if anyone wanted a cat. Dave and I have been interested in or looking into getting a cat. Not that we were looking into getting one this soon, but I was like, yeah, sure. And so we are currently trying to see if we can find her real owners. But for right now, we're taking care of her. And if we don't find the owners in a couple of weeks, I don't know, then we'll officially decide to keep her. So she doesn't have a name, right? We haven't named her because we don't know. We don't want to get too emotionally attached, even though she's already pretty sweet. She's really fun, except at night. Well, she's okay at night, but she's way more playful. Ow. Okay, no. Good. Besides, I don't care what anyone says, cats can be trained. It just takes a lot more time and effort and patience than a dog, but they can still be trained. Moxie likes cats. She likes to play with them. She's a little too rough, and so I probably could have done a slower introduction, but let's see, we've had this cat for a little over 24 hours, and she's made huge improvements with Moxie, and which is nice. She's not afraid to give Moxie a whap on the nose with her paw. She hasn't scratched Moxie, but Moxie has a healthy respect for her right now, but she still wants to play with the cat, but the cat's not into it yet. Maybe someday, but not right now. I think Moxie's just upset that because she's not allowed on the couch, but we let the cat on the couch. So I don't think she likes the double standards. But at night, because I don't know how this cat is, we actually put her in the dog kennel. Whenever we're not home or it's nighttime, we'll put the cat in the dog kennel, and the dog kennel is big. It's made for like a extra large breed of dog, but Dave and I got that big of a kennel because we didn't know what kind of breed we would get, and I really like big breeds. So I'm always hoping that someday we'll get like a Great Dane or a Saint Bernard or something someday. So it's a really big kennel, and so it's a nice place for her to be in because one, we don't want to let her outside because what if the owners contact us and we're like, oh, sorry, we let her outside and hope she comes back. But when she becomes our cat officially, she'll be more of an inside-outside cat, and hopefully she'll help catch mice, which ever since we saw that one mouse and then I heard it the other night, haven't seen anything else. Set up mouse traps, nothing. I don't know. Anyways, what was I going to talk to you about today? I swear there was. Oh yeah, so Saturday is self-care Saturday, And also, because it was a busy day, I just didn't get around to filming other things. I'm just gonna do this really quick video, even though we're already 5 minutes into it, and I don't know if I've said anything important. But hey, we're getting to know each other. We're chatting it up. And if you saw the new Spider-Man movie, let me know in the comments. If you didn't see it, let me know. If you could care less about it, also let me know, because I get that too. With I haven't been keeping up with a lot of the new Marvel stuff. I like really liked it up to a certain point, then I was like, ugh, got disgusted with it, and I was like, man, I haven't really watched any of the new stuff until today. So it's been a roller coaster with Marvel recently, within the last couple of years. They shouldn't have killed off Tony Stark. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna say anything else. All right. So about a week ago, I signed up, and it was like midnight, 1 a.m., and I know I should be sleeping, but just like, oh, and this thing came across where it was, it's a class, not really a class, it's a program of sorts for procrastinators, to help procrastinators create schedules and goals, and just maybe fix procrastinators mentally. I don't know if fix is the right word, but try to get into that mentalness and see what is going on. I don't know. And so I got it, and so I'm about almost a week into it, and I think it's helping. I don't want to say anything too much, because the first week of about anything is always really easily. It's week 3, really, maybe like 2.5, 3 weeks in, that it gets like, ugh, because it's like a daily thing that you do, and it's just, it's not too long, it's fairly short and easy to do. And yeah, I think it's helping a lot, but I'm actually recording this video because I can't decide whether or not I want to work out. And so I guess this is procrastinating, but also doing something that I need to do anyway. Anyway, I'm a huge procrastinator. I really like putting things off, probably because I get like intimidated easily. I don't want to screw something up or whatever, but the point of life is to just jump in and do it. So anyway, procrastinating thing. This program is going fairly well. I feel like the last couple of days have been really good, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. But the thing I wanted to get to is, for those of you who are procrastinators like me, I've always been told it's a weakness, and I guess in some ways it can get us in trouble, but in other ways don't let that get you down. Like, there are benefits to it. Like, there are some benefits for me putting something off, because that's oftentimes probably why I'm still procrastinating, because I've been rewarded by it, because things have happened where by putting something off, it's actually benefited me more than if I would have made the decision then. Not always. Sometimes I've lost out on opportunities or something, and sometimes that happens. But there's a way to turn this into a strength. Any weakness into a strength. You know, it says that in the scriptures, where the Lord says, take weak things and make them strong. And that's not like it's going to change us, but it's taking these things that we find are weaknesses and make them strong. 2 weeks ago or so, this women in business group that I'm part of, with local women who are in business, as the name suggests, we took was it the Gallup strength test? I don't have anything on hand for me to tell you exactly what it is. I think it's called the Gallup strength test. And the group paid for the initial top 5, and then you could pay extra for the 34. There's 34 strengths, and they don't call anything a weakness. They just, from 1 to 34, 1 being your highest strength. Yeah. And then 34 being your lowest strength. And one of mine, I think it was one of the top 5. I don't remember what order. I don't remember the official name of it, but it was flexibility. And I've always thought my ability to just go with the flow, and like if something changes, and just go with it, was kind of a weakness, because it also means I don't really make plans. It's hard for me to really make steadfast plans and appointments, because on a farm you never know what's going to happen, and so So I just thought me not making plans was procrastination, and maybe it is, like a little bit, but it also showed that because I'm flexible, when plans go wrong or when the monkey wrench is thrown in, like I can roll with it. I can move with it. I might complain about it, but I can easily roll with it. And I found that a lot with maybe Dave and I are out doing something or something. Well, Stan's pretty flexible too, I think. Just with people, and then something happens, and they're like, "Oh no!" And it's like, "What do we?" And I'm just like, "It's cool. We just changed." And like, yeah, I can do that. And I just never. It was cool seeing a strength out of something that I thought was weakness or laziness on my part. Not that I'll ever say that I'm not lazy, because I like sitting around and doing nothing. But we're all different. Kind of like how I'm a night person. Stan and my dad and David. Oh my goodness, so many morning people. Morning people is we're all different. All find our strength, and I think the cool thing is finding those out. I don't want to be like so many people right now that are just jumping on any bandwagon. I'm not saying we're not going to go into that either, because that's anyway. Finding what you're already, who you already are in a sense, and finding your strength and finding those things is, I think, kind of empowering in a way, or at least it gives more guidance to it. I was doing this study today about like what are gifts of the Spirit that you have, and I'm like, I don't know, I can think of like 2 things. I don't know, like, but finding those things, and one of the ways you can find those strengths is by asking friends and family, or if you want to pay for like this Gallup test, strength test. I will try and put it in the comments, or not the comments, the description, if I remember, because I'm not very good at remembering things either. I don't know if that's a strength at all. But finding those things out and then working those to your benefit is a huge thing. Just because you can't do the same thing as somebody else, that's fine. It's just like that story where this guy does a test of these different animals to climb a tree. But the fish can't, because, the fish is in the water. And so it's talking about, don't compare yourself on something that you're not made for it. And so it's finding those things that you are made to do, which can take time, effort, can be hard to do, but I think it's worth it. And so anyway, there's my little thing of for self-care Saturday, is finding those things that maybe you thought was a weakness, or but it actually can be encouraging or strengthening to you, and finding those and using that to your advantage, and just finding yourself out. And I'm really talking about more of a spiritual, like night owl, morning person, or do you work well with people? Do you work better in this situation? Those kind of things. And so it's just a fun thing to do. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a good finishing out the weekend strong. One more week till Christmas. Woo woo. But I'm always sad when Christmas is over, because then people take down their lights, and like that merriment is gone. Not gone, but you gotta be honest, by the end of January and into February, especially by March, like, we're done with winter. We're just done. There's like no more cheer. Just the holidays are over. And anyway, so enjoy the last week before Christmas, because it's always super fun. And I will talk to you on Monday. Okay, bye.